7th session of urban governance deals with municipal finance. Municipal finance is particularly important because it is funding the services which have high multiplier effect. It serves public goods to the poor, to a common man. Also, there is new focus on environment, poverty, climate change, disaster management as a result of 74th Constitution Amendment Act and its follow-up. Further, the municipal finance has a dilemma. City government is rich and city is rich. We have a rich city and city government is poor. We have city poor and city government is also poor. So, in these three types of scenarios, we have to see that municipal finance is adequately available. Structure of municipal finance includes sources of money, that is taxes, non-tax, fiscal transfers and loans. Application of money, that is establishment, O&M, projects or capital works and debt repayment. And these activities are managed by accounting, budgeting, auditing and asset management. Issues in the municipal finance are vertical and horizontal gap or imbalance, inadequate fiscal powers to the city government to raise taxes and non-tax sources, discretionary devolution under Article 243 by states, not accepting the recommendations of State Finance Commission in toto, conventional auditing, accounting and budgeting, fiscal crisis due to income expenditure differential, income is less and expenditure commitments are high, and lack of technical manpower and specific cadre among cities. Vertical imbalance means local government share in the GDP is 1.08, whereas global share is 12.7. ULB budget is only 4.4% of intergovernmental budget, meaning the center, state and local together, whereas the developing country average is 20. Declining income over a period of time, which was 1.74% of GDP in 99 to 1.03% in 2012. Shrinking expenditure in the same way and mismatch of funds, functions and functionaries at town level. Horizontal imbalance means city size variation covering the bigger cities, municipal corporations, 42% population, but more than 70% revenue potential. Other towns 60%, nearly 60% population, but 28% expenditure. Own source mobilization is declining, taxes are also declining, property tax collection only 5% to 20% of potential is collected. Property tax in India is only 0.23%, whereas developing country ratio is 0.6% of GDP and global ratio is 1.04%. Ultimately, we have a low equilibrium trap, which means low collection of revenue, low level of services and low level of satisfaction among the citizen. Therefore, the strategic fiscal gap, which means the gap between what city governments have and what they need to serve their mandate, to provide the services expected from them. And this is as high as 51 to 91 lakh crore by different committees estimates. Non-discretionary and discretionary expenditure is the result of scarcity of funds. Very important activities under operations and investments, which means maintenance of services and basic provision of services, get affected. Liquidity issue is there, solvency issue is there, that is the availability of cash on day-to-day basis and availability of funds over a period of time. And resource mobilization, investment get affected as a result of liquidity and solvency issues. Resource mobilization is taken up with financial management, own source mobilization, that is taxes, non-tax, normative transfers from center and state on particular norms, public-private partnership, innovative resources and outsourcing, circular economy, that is using the waste back in the process of production, and convergence, using the local elasticity, that is the availability of funds at local level with the community, are main areas of focus. Double entry accounting system is used as a result of National Municipal Accounting Code prepared by Government of India, and is benefiting city governments to have ratio analysis, always best control ABC analysis. Budgeting is also improving and realistic budget is prepared as compared to the old practice of line item incremental budget. Asset management is improving because of development of inventory, classification, valuation, listing, etc. Auditing is improving as a result of CAG audit, state audit, third party audit and social audit. Cadre development is also taken up by several states through a specific cadre deployment on municipal finance, and capacity building is done through training and study visits. Own source innovations are including property tax, covering assessment, collections and coverage improvement through GIS and unit area method, capital value method, and online collection, inbuilt rebate in the system, incentives and penalties. And several cities like Ahmedabad, Hyderabad, Delhi, Gurugram has achieved significant success in the collection of property taxes. Building license fee is also improving through application of rates and coverage. However, the overall share of own sources is declining, which means there is a need to expand, replicate the reforms taken up by cities in the areas of own sources, that is property tax and non-tax. After 74th Constitution Amendment Act, the fiscal transfers have undergone significant jump and significant change. There is a normative base now. Quantum jump in the allocation is seen from 1000 crore from 10th Central Finance Commission to 87,000 crore allocation by 14th Finance Commission. State Finance Commissions vary in their recommendations from state to state, and also all the recommendations are not accepted by states. Yet there is predictability and access to untied funds to municipal bodies. They know how much they are getting and they have to decide how to use them. Public-private partnership is used to have efficiency, productivity, resources and equity. That is the public purpose. Water, sewage, toll road and street lighting are important areas under PPP by cities like Delhi, Pune, Bengaluru, Ahmedabad. Hybrid annuity model is also emerging. Like Mathura, we have taken up 20 MLD sewage treatment plant, in which case the water is bought by Indian Oil and sewage is treated with very low cost input from the city government. Innovations in financing also include community contribution. In Alandur, community provided funds for sewage treatment. Municipal bonds, several cities have issued. Recently, Pune, Hyderabad and Ahmedabad, Indore have issued municipal bonds. Financing management reforms are taken up by a large number of cities. 91 special purpose vehicles have been created under a smart city project, and these SPVs are expected to expedite projects using innovative methods and finance services. Three types of bond projects are issued, that is refinance, pool finance and project based finance. Outsourcing is another important area. As I indicated, hybrid annuity mode applied in Mathura and other cities under Namami Gange. Office upkeep, IT services, crowdsourcing, municipal machinery and vehicles, waste collection, pumping, revenue collection are some of the areas which are used by the city governments for outsourcing. Circular economy is emerging as important area of municipal finance. 85% of solid waste can be used as part of reuse, recycle and make it as a resource. Convergence is used by several cities to raise funds using private sector, local elasticity, other stakeholders in the city. Finally, municipal fiscal imbalance, strategic gap, devolution of powers, innovative resources, institutional arrangements and capacity building are the key areas of concern. Thank you.